Hi everyone! So today I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit because I have a really big change coming up in my life right now. I'm moving abroad again. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably know that I'm moving to London to study. And when you see this video, there's only 2 days left to go! I'm just so excited, I don't really know what to do anymore. In April, I think I made a video about me making that choice to go and study there. It's called I Got In. You can watch that if you're really interested. But I used to study something that I didn't like, and now I'm following my dream and doing exactly what I want to do. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you probably know that in 2012 I moved to Florida to work at Walt Disney World. But now, as I'm moving abroad again, there are some things that I'm gonna do differently because I have some experience. I feel old when I say that, but I really do have experience and I know how to do this. The number one thing I'm doing differently this time is that I'm gonna just seize every chance I get to do something fun that I can't do in Norway. Because when I lived in Florida, I was like, I have so much time, I can do these things later, and then I never did them. For instance, I never went to an American football game. And that sucks. I wanted to do that, but I never did. Because even though I'm gonna live there for 3 years, if I don't do things, they won't happen. I know that now. And something that I didn't really do a lot when I lived in Florida was that I didn't Skype a lot with my friends. I Skyped with my family, but I did not Skype a lot with my friends. And I didn't really talk a lot to them either. So I felt like I was kind of very distant from them. Not only geographically, but we just didn't talk a lot. But the moment I got home, everything was back to normal. That's what best friends are about. Even though you don't talk for several months, everything is back to normal when you meet them again. So I'm not gonna go through that again. I'm definitely gonna talk to my friends a lot more. Something that I'm actually thinking about a bit is that I'm gonna try to get to know a lot of people from different countries, because when I lived in the US, I mostly got to know Norwegians. So I definitely wanna focus more on getting to know other people, because it's just great to meet other people and to, learn about their culture, and just so many things that are different, and that's very exciting, to learn about someone else's way of life. And also you speak English to each other, and that's great. Now that I'm moving abroad again, I will not give out my address to a lot of people, which might sound very weird, but when I lived in Florida, I gave up my address to all of my friends because people kept asking me for my address, and they were like, I'm gonna send you a letter, I'm gonna send you a package, I'm gonna send you things, and I'm like, yay, send me that, here's my address. And I gave it to them, and I received nothing. I'm not gonna make my friends sound mean or anything, but that hurt me pretty bad, and of course they don't realize that actually hurt me. But when you live abroad, written things or just mails, packages and things you receive from people that they actually spend time on, and they send it to you. That means a lot. I don't think people actually realize the value of that until they move abroad. Of course, this doesn't affect me anymore. It was only when I was there, and I definitely understand that my friends didn't have time to send me things, or they just didn't do it. One of my friends sent me something. It was a letter, and it was very nice. Just please, you don't have to send something to people that live abroad, but if you tell them you're gonna do it, please do it, because it hurts if you don't. Of course, my parents sent me a lot of things, but that was just, of course, they're my parents, they did that. I am a big fan of buying things that mean something to me, buying things that has a memory to it. Not really tourist souvenirs, but just things that remind me of my stay in the UK and stuff that happened. Because things that you don't think will mean anything to you later, it definitely will mean something to you, because when I lived in Florida, I didn't really buy a lot of Disney things. And this might sound very weird because I'm the craziest Disney fan alive. But I didn't really buy a lot of things. I don't really know why, but I was like, I'm not really gonna want that later. I'm gonna think it's stupid. Just no. All the things that I didn't buy, I regret it to this day, because I want those. I still do. And especially things that cast members could buy, because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna buy that. That's just stupid. And now I'm like, I can never buy those things again. Things that you don't get the chance to do later, you have to just do them when you can. And when it comes to the part of studying, I'm definitely gonna do things differently than what I did last year, because this year, from 2013 to 14, I studied something that I hated. That's just something that's very important to say. I hated it. I did study, but I hated it. I hated it, and I didn't really study as much as I should have done. Or I did all the work that was required from me. I wrote all my assignments and stuff and papers that I needed to do. But apart from that, I didn't really read a lot. And if you have never been to uni before, you really need to read a lot through your whole year, or else you're gonna end up on your exams being like, what? I didn't really learn anything this year. So yeah, I wasn't really motivated because I didn't like what I studied, but still I could have done better. I'm gonna be very strict with myself this year, because I know that the feeling I had in May, before my exams, was like so bad. It's just one of the worst feelings I've ever had, because even though I passed, how I was feeling for that month was so bad, and I don't ever want to go through that again. So I don't really know what this video turned out to be, but I hope that you it made a little sense to you, and maybe that I actually gave you guys some tips, because maybe that's my intentions with this video. I don't really know anymore. My mind is just everywhere. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you want to. So I'll see you in my next video then. Bye! Wait! The next time you see me, I'm not gonna be in Norway. Ah!